So you can look at using some timetables, so all the individual pictures to show the young people what they're doing for the day.
Following on from that point, structuring time, so when a student would come home from school, they could have a set routine of things, so maybe change clothes, playtime, dinner, bath, bed, with simple visuals, and therefore they clearly know what they're doing with their time.
You can also use a now and next strip, so to make it very simple, so now dinner, next is bath.
A reward system is another good point, so you could build up for a really simple one. You could have has a bath, then has a reward time, so a favourite toy or a favourite activity, or you could make it more complex over the whole evening. If a student or a child was to do 5 things really well, then they would receive an award at the end of it. For some students, maybe a discussion of what reward they want beforehand would be a really good motivational tool.
And following on from that, you can also use things like social aids. So if they're going somewhere new, to a party or to an activity, just writing it down, very simple, giving them lots of information beforehand to build up before the activity happens.
So creating a very curiosity-based environment for your child. For example, putting toys in boxes, having lots of activities in boxes. Maybe as a parent, start playing with something yourself, so your child will then see what you're doing and want to independently engage with that activity or that toy or that piece of resource. Is that way that then they're not relying on necessarily a direct prompt or instruction from you, and it makes it more organic, and that child has actually made that decision to play with you.
You can also have it that it's a very focused activity, so there's nothing else, no music, no TV in the background, it's just you, your young person and the activity. So they're really focusing and engaging on that activity.
Another thing to remember with engagement is the level of persistence. So sometimes we can be very quick to stop an activity early, and at home, if you have the time, maybe give your child an extended period of time to interact, communicate, use communication aids, different activities, play things, and allow them to be persistent with it, rather than if the response doesn't come straight away, allow the time to extend the activity and give them the chance. Be persistent with, and give your child the opportunity to engage with you.
Yeah, you've also got interaction, so if your young person or your child would like to interact with you and engage with you outside, that's fine. Go and engage with them outside. Wherever they are, take it to them. If they want to lay on the floor, take it to the floor. Copy what they're doing. If they're clapping, you clap. Really try to engage with them while interacting.
And finally, a time frame. So maybe a point in the evening after dinner, before bath, just before bed. Maybe make that as part of the routine where you can focus, really play or use do homework in that time frame, but use that same time frame every day, so your child knows that at this time of the night or this time of the evening, this is when I will get my level of engagement, my time with mum, my time with dad, my time with whomever it may be, and try and make that a specific place, a safe space, a calm place in the house or home. So a change of face is something that we use at school a lot. I know you might not have the opportunity to have a change of face at home, but if you do, you could swap the parents who's interacting with the child, maybe introduce a sibling as a distraction tactic. And furthermore, even if you're on your own, you can use a change of location. If a child is becoming distressed in, say for example, the kitchen, try and move away to the bedroom or the living room using verbal or visual prompts to get to remove that child from the original location where they were stressed.
You've also got changing the activity where possible. So if a behaviour has occurred in a dining room or living room, swapping them over. So if they're upset at lunchtime, let's finish lunch, let's go into a different room and do a different activity. Let's play Lego, or let's play building blocks. Or if they're upset in the bath, right, let's go outside in the garden and jump on the trampoline. Just try and switch out the activities.
Alerting and calming activities are really good for distraction. For example, if your child is really distressed and upset, then you can do an alerting activity, perhaps very high energy, bouncing, jumping, very happy, as an immediate visual distraction from their current state, and that could help to uplift how they're feeling. Furthermore, if the child is at the opposite end of the spectrum and therefore really overstimulated, maybe some calm, relaxing music, therapeutic activities can really help to bring that high levels of energy down.
And same as you can use a lot of audio cues just to say what's starting or what's happening. So some people may use a particular song just to say, okay, it's bedtime now. Well, I know when I hear the song I can go to bed. Or same as visuals, just a simple, it's dinner time or something like that, just to try and distinguish what is happening, distract them. Priority would be make sure everybody is safe, including you, your child, anyone visiting. Safety is the key.
And then take a mental risk assessment of the situation. So quickly scan the room if there's any dangers or any direct issues that could cause physical harm to yourself or your child, and then risk assess, say, can we leave them calm in this situation safely, and just give them the space that they might need.
Think about the verbal instructions that you're giving. Most young people have heightened anxieties and really can't cope with everything that we're going to overload them with. So just reduce everything right down to even one word.
And furthermore to that point, just really basic visual and gestural prompts. If you need your child to move, nice, calm, open body language, point, or a picture of a different room in your house or their bedroom, something that they would immediately recognise, and that will help, that they could immediately recognise, and then that will reduce the amount of anxiety in that already tense situation.
And just think about the need. What is it that the child is trying to get across? Is it something very simple? Is it that they just want to go through the door? You know, what is it that they're trying to get at? Why have they managed to reach crisis point?
And furthermore, at the end, after it's finished, maybe take that time to have a reflection to yourself on why we got to this point and how in the future we can what things we can put in place to stop this happening again. Positive physical interaction, either direct contact with your child, so deep pressure squeezing of the hands, of the arms and the shoulders, some massage, or even indirect forms of contact. So that could be with sensory toys, tactile, spiky balls, or soft cloths. Just therapeutic, repetitive, and just nice and calming, just to help bring down that anxiety.
You can also think about the environment. Some young people might like the room to be dark, some might like the whole mood change differently, some may like particular music, or some like nice fairy lights, anything that they will help them to calm.
And just think about your body language, what you're portraying. If a child is heightened emotionally, try and keep a nice open body. Maybe if they're sitting down on the floor, crouch down to their level. Just try and make yourself as welcoming and as calming as you possibly can.
You've also got to think about what language you're using. So real positive, we're really trying to calm down, so well done. Just even the tone that you're using, trying to keep it as nice, calm and simple.
And I know it's an obvious one, but it's almost one of the most difficult ones. It's move on from the situation. So I know it can be very difficult after an extremely stressful situation for your child and yourself, but it's happened, and you need to move forward and carry on with the rest of your evening.
We also need to look at how we're going to alter it back towards positive level engagement. So we've had the situation, we've calmed right down, right, how are we going to bring it back to normal? So it could just be a simple activity or going on a trampoline, something very simple that they like to do.